everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am 20 weeks pregnant, so we're going to do a little bit of an update and then I will also do a belly shot. So let's go ahead and get started. So the biggest symptom that I've noticed this week is that I grew overnight. I feel like I wasn't showing at all and then all of a sudden I woke up and there was just a belly there. With my first pregnancy, that kind of was the same thing that happened around 22 weeks with my first. I just popped overnight. So I feel like that's happened again with this one. I live in Texas, so short season is still a thing, and my first pair of shorts, my jean shorts, do not fit. I can't button the top button. So I've officially started the hunt for some maternity clothes. We're transitioning into fall. It's my first year in Texas, so I have no idea how cold it gets here, so I'm kind of like holding off on buying any new clothes until I get a better idea of the weather. But yeah, so I'm officially not going to be in regular clothes anymore. So I'm still having trouble sleeping. I feel like it's getting worse because now that my belly's getting bigger, I have to physically sit up in order to roll over in bed, and I'm one of those people that just tosses and turns regardless of being pregnant. So my poor husband, I feel like every time I move or roll, he like wakes up. But along with that, my vivid dreams haven't stopped either. So nighttime has just been a very exhausting time for me. I am dealing with a teething toddler. So our daughter, she's 16 months old. She decided she was going to break 4 teeth over Labor Day, and 2 of those being molars. So we were up probably around like 4:30, almost 5 o'clock every single day this last weekend. And luckily she's kind of gotten better at sleeping in a little bit, but poor thing has just had like the worst time sleeping, and this teething has been like the worst yet. So I feel like that's definitely been affecting my sleep schedule as well. It was pretty cool. For those of you who don't know, we are having a girl, and it was really cool. I was laying in bed and I was looking down at my belly, and like all of a sudden I just saw like my belly just like do this slow roll, and that was like the first time I've really seen her move, and also just really felt like an aggressive kind of movement. That was just a really cool experience that I got to feel this week. So with this pregnancy, I've noticed that my discomfort is a lot different than with my first pregnancy. I had the sciatic nerve pain pretty bad around this time with my first pregnancy. I'm not feeling any of that right now, but I do feel like she's not really in a ball in there. I feel like she's just spread out, like stick thin, just, I don't know. She's probably curled up in there, but I just feel like she's straight because I cannot like put my legs up or like sit cross-legged or just really do anything where I am not laying like flat almost. So that's been something that I've been trying to like find new positions to like kind of sit and lay in that aren't feeling like she's in my ribs or like in my bladder. Last week I had talked about how I was having like that heaviness, and it was worse when I was like moving or standing for long periods of time. And I feel like that's kind of like playing into like my energy level. I have like the mental energy is there, like I want to go and be productive every single day, but then the physical side is like, all right, you should probably slow down and take a break. So I've noticed whenever I'm doing like any task, I kind of have to slow down or like take a break after I do, you know, one thing, sit, get up, do it again. So it's taking me a lot longer to get things done just for that reason. But I am still going on walks every single day. It is starting to cool off here in Texas, which has been amazing. The humidity is still insane. I feel like if anything, it's worse. It's been storming pretty bad. I've actually kicked up the walking to 2 walks a day. When my husband gets home from work, we have been enjoying going on a walk around the neighborhood. So definitely still getting like my exercise in, and I've really been practicing stretching. So I started doing like prenatal yoga on YouTube, and I just noticed if I did like this certain video, this stretch like sequence, it has truly been a game changer. I feel like I do it right when I wake up and then before bed, and it's just been amazing. I highly recommend it, and I think it's playing into why I haven't had like the sciatic nerve pain as bad yet. It says that it helps with that, and yeah, I just have been really enjoying doing like stretches slash yoga twice a day as well. So I noticed this week that like my anxiety level has been a little bit higher than normal. We do have a trip coming up at the end of the month, and I guess in my mind I didn't really think about how many factors go into that. Like, it's gonna be our first time, you know, flying on an airplane with a toddler, and we need to find someone to watch our dog. We usually always have someone here, and you know, we just moved here, we don't know anybody yet. So I just feel like there's a lot of factors that I just didn't really think about, and it's just kind of making me a little bit more anxious than normal. So I think traveling for the last year, than not like traveling or doing anything the last like 3 or 4 months, has like made me really like comfortable with just not going anywhere or doing anything. So change is good. I just feel like this week I just noticed a little bit more of anxiety than before. And along with that, I actually have a video kind of talking all about anxiety, depression, just mental health in general in pregnancy. I am putting that video up tomorrow, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that. It's gonna be a really good one. So on to the fun part. So this week we got to do our anatomy scan. My appointment was actually yesterday, and it was super cool. They got to do like the 3D ultrasound. So I'll insert a picture showing like what that looks like, but I just thought that was so cool. We didn't get to do that with our first pregnancy, so this time it was just, it felt more real, seeing like it looked like an actual like clay model baby in there. And yeah, it's just, it was a really cool experience. And baby is weighing at 12 ounces, and she's actually measuring 3 days earlier than her due date right now. We are keeping the same due date of January 28th, but she is measuring right on track, so that's awesome. Without further ado, let's do a little bump update. So another symptom I forgot to mention is I feel like I'm out of breath. Like, just filming this, I feel like I have to stop to like catch my breath like every other word. So I apologize in advance if I sound super winded in this, but I remember that being like a huge thing later in my pregnancy, so that's something I'm definitely experiencing a little bit sooner. So that's it for my 20-week update. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and make sure you are subscribed and you click that little bell, because I will be uploading videos every day this week, as well as a bump update all the way up until I have the baby, so that way you don't miss any of my videos. And I would love for you to come hang out in the comments with me. Just comment down below if you are pregnant, if you're expecting, if you are 20 weeks, what are your symptoms, what's going on with you? I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!